You guys see my cat up there? Hi, everybody. This is Patches. I'm Tina. How's everybody doing? I am back again today. I am going to be trying to do a few videos this month for allergy-friendly people dealing with the holidays. And it's still going to focus on being healthy, sugar-free. We are looking to make sure that you can enjoy the holidays still while maintaining your health goals. And I know everybody's probably got, parties and events, potlucks, all those sorts of things coming up. I know I have 2 of them coming this month with my different Bible study groups that I'm a part of. And so for the first one coming up, I am bringing a main dish and I am bringing a dessert. And I usually bring one or both of those to parties just because then I can make sure I have a protein source that I can enjoy, and then I can have a dessert with everybody and not look awkward because I'm the only one not eating something. I actually, oh gosh, you guys, this weekend I went to a beautiful baby shower. It was so lovely. It was this amazing shower with so many wonderful women supporting a good friend of mine, a very dear, sweet young woman that's having her first baby. And I went and I didn't really prepare. I kind of figured, I know the family, they're very holistic, natural. They eat very much like I do. So I was like, no problem. There'll be food there. You guys, there was not one thing I could eat at this entire party. It was crazy. I was fine. I was totally fine. I wasn't like starving or anything. It was at 1:30 in the afternoon. So it wasn't like I, was missing a meal or anything like that. But I realized, it can happen anywhere. And I kind of forgot and didn't plan properly for myself as far as usually I'll bring like a little snack or something so I can appear to be eating with everybody else, but I didn't. So it was a wonderful party. I had a great time. It was set up like a lovely little tea party with real teacups and everything. And yeah, I couldn't eat anything. I saw across, I was kind of scanning the table and I was like, oh, there's apples. But then I realized the apples were half dipped into chicken salad, which was made with mayonnaise, which I can't have. So so it was just like, there was literally nothing, which is totally fine again. But this is why when I go to potluck type things, I make sure to bring things that I can eat for sure. And then I know that I can enjoy the party, at least at some level, getting some food for myself. So for this party coming up, I am doing, like I said, a protein source, which is going to be meatballs. I'm going to make my own barbecue sauce that's sugar-free, and then I'll just put that in the crock pot. It's super simple. And because I don't want to have a ton of work to do. It's on a work day that I already am working. And then I'm bringing a dessert. So one of the things I'm bringing for the dessert today that I'm going to put on a charcuterie board is I'm going to do a peppermint bark. This could not be easier. This isn't really even a recipe. I'm just showing you and bringing you along for the ride just because I thought it would be fun. Now I chose this because I found these. I found these Lily's peppermint flavor baking chips for 98 cents and I couldn't believe it. So I have these. I'm literally going to just melt them in a microwave safe container. I'm going to pour them out onto my cookie sheet that I've already lined with parchment. And then I don't actually have candy canes, which is fine by me. It's not a big deal, but I do want to make it look a little festive. So I don't even have red sprinkles because I don't cook things like this very often. But I'm just going to sprinkle with this. And then when it hardens, I'm going to break it apart and it will be one component of my charcuterie board. Now, I want to also make something that my husband can have, which he can have this. He does keto, but he can eat eggs. So for those of you that are new here, I have multiple food sensitivities and I recently had a mold exposure. And so I actually had to cut out dairy again, which I was able to eat dairy for a while and now I'm not eating dairy. So just so you guys are kind of in the know, I don't eat dairy or eggs. Those are big ones. No turkey at all for me. I can't have almonds or peanuts. No wheat. And then I do avoid pork and shellfish as well. So I have quite a few things. I don't really do too many sunflower seeds either. So it can limit me. It can really limit me because the way things are cooked. So like if there's like, say, nuts at a party or something like that and they come from Costco, generally I can't have them. The nuts are usually cooked in some form of peanut oil. So I can't eat those. Only if they're raw can I have them, or if I know they came from like Trader Joe's, I can always eat theirs, that kind of thing. So anyway, so I always make sure I have things. So for my husband, I'm probably going to do a brownie recipe that I have that has eggs in it, so I can't eat it, but it'll be on the tray. We do have one member of our Bible study that we're going to that is diabetic, and so it's kind of fun because he knows he can eat the things that I provide. I think he can eat whatever he wants, obviously, but at least he knows he can eat what I provide rather safely for his blood sugar. So I'm actually going to do the whole bag. It's just a 7-ounce bag. It's not a big one. We're going to pop it right in there, and we're going to start microwaving it. I'll be right back. We're going to let it go in 30-second increments. I guess Patches over here is just going to be my assistant, right, Bugs? She's busy watching the food for me, so that's helpful. So yeah, so that's my plan anyway. So I'm gonna share with you guys, and I'll send a picture. I'll post a picture of it when I'm done, but it's not until next Tuesday, and I'm gonna upload this video. So hold on. So in between the 30 seconds, I'm microwaving this. I'm just giving it a stir. It's already starting to soften in the first 30-second increment. We'll pop it back in for more. So that's my plan for this. Now, I won't have it all put together until next week. So I'm starting to prepare early. It's not for till next Tuesday. Today's Monday, so it's a week from tomorrow. So this is actually gonna just sit in my fridge and wait out the time. But I thought it would be fun to make it with you guys and start putting out some videos of ideas of things you can make and bring or have at your own party that you're hosting. There we go. Oh yeah, see, we're getting good and soft already. Probably 2 minutes is gonna be my guess, is about what it'll take to get these soft. Because yeah, they're almost like a frosting texture. I don't know if you guys remember, but one time I made donuts out of the BAM recipe from the Trim Healthy Mama first cookbook. Not the original book, but the first cookbook they came out with. And I really wanted frosted donuts, and I wasn't sure how to do it. And I actually had some caramel Lily's baking chips, and I took those and I added in some coconut oil, just a little bit. It was maybe, I don't know the ratio even. I can't even recall. Hold on one second. Oh, it smells so good as this gets warmed up, let me tell you. You know, it's getting dry. I'm thinking I might need to add in some coconut oil to get this to fully soften. It's a little different texture, but let's see what happens. We're gonna run it another 30 and I'll try again. So anyway, I added coconut oil to that, which is what I think I might have to do to this. But more so. And then I was able to literally dip the donuts into it and then let it set up, and it made a perfect, beautiful glaze. It was absolutely amazing. It was so delicious. But this, I don't want it to be soft like that. This, I want it to be a crispy bark because I want to break it apart and have those kind of uneven, jagged pieces. I think that'll be pretty on my charcuterie board. Hold on. There we go. We got some melt happening now. No, I won't need to add anything. I think this is gonna melt. It's just taking time. So you can see it's formed into kind of a soft ball-like texture. We're gonna give it 30 more and see what it does. I don't want it to separate, and honestly, it almost looks like it wants to. So let's hope this works. So first step is this. I'm going to make the brownies for it, which will be for my husband and anybody else at the party. And then I still haven't quite figured out the rest of it yet, but I'm gonna come up with some ideas. Oh, actually I was thinking about maybe a fudge, because that's pretty traditional for this time of year. And I know of a really super simple fudge recipe that's delicious. And so that might end up being on it. And if it is, I'll create a video and let you guys see. And then I'll have to show you guys a video when it's all done. I'll set something up. Hang on. Okay. It does want to separate, so I'm gonna try to keep it all stirred together. Let's hope and pray this works, you guys. I guess this is gonna be an experiment for all of us, and we'll just see how it goes. It still smells really good. I can just see the fat separating from the chips. Okay, so I'm gonna try and change the angle of the camera, and then you guys can see what I've got going on. Okay, guys. So you can see how it's kind of separated. So let's hope this just works out. We're gonna just smooth it out. Kind of got like this little layer of fat around the edge. I don't know what that is. The fat from the chocolate chips, whatever it is that they put in there. The cocoa butter, is that what it is? Probably some of you more experienced bakers know better than me. I don't need a ton of this because there's gonna be plenty of food, and I'm making a whole charcuterie board. So I think that looks really pretty good. I'm gonna just leave it like that. I'm gonna take my sprinkles. I'm gonna actually put them into my hand, and then I'll sprinkle by hand because I don't wanna make it crazy. And I realize this is pink and it's not really like your traditional Christmas colors, but that's okay by me. It looks festive, right? And it'll be pretty on a board with other pretty foods. We might put just a wee bit more. Okay, so there you have it. All right, we're gonna put this in the fridge, let it harden up. I'll break it apart. We'll see what it looks like after that, and I'll catch some more video. And it looks like our assistant has left, so apparently her job is done. All right, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, I just got it out of the fridge. It's nice and rock hard. Oh gosh, totally hard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break it apart together and put it on a plate. Well, actually, I think I'll put it into like a Tupperware. Let me grab one. Okay, we've got a dish to put it in, and let's try breaking it apart. I'm gonna go ahead and turn you down so you can see. Here we go, can you see it? So it did leave, you know, the cocoa butter. Oh, which something I wanted to address. I did look at the ingredients afterwards, and there is a little bit of dairy in this. The little bit that's in here won't bother me. I'm not anaphylactic, but Lily's does have some dairy in it. I totally forgot. So now what you do is you just break it apart. You know, I might make them a little smaller pieces. About like that. Can you see the little dish? Yeah, you guys can see everything. Okay. Yep, so we're just gonna break it, put it in here, and then I'm gonna keep it in the fridge. And then it'll be a pretty part of my holiday charcuterie for my home fellowship group that I'll get to share. And then I'll have to come up with another food sharing idea for the following week when I have another, my other Bible study. So for those of you that don't know, well, maybe none of you know. I don't know if I've ever shared this before, but hold on, let me finish this and then I'll tell you. Okay, my hands are so greasy. Okay, so I washed up. My hands are really greasy from that. These came out super cute. They're gonna be beautiful sitting on my little charcuterie. I got my lid here. We're gonna pop that together. And then these will go in the fridge. Now, so yeah, so anyway, so I have my home fellowship this coming to, this is Monday, not tomorrow, Tuesday, but a week from tomorrow. So these will sit in there. I just figured I'll start getting things prepped and ready. Also, I want to be able to bring out some videos for you guys for ideas of things you can make and enjoy for the holidays that are allergy friendly still, and still keeping in that healthier mindset. Even though I'm not an official THM or anything like that, I still, of course, utilize a lot of the great principles there. So anyways, yes, so I have that one Tuesday, and then I have another holiday party the following Tuesday, and that one I don't know what I'm going to bring yet, but maybe I'll brainstorm and have something by the next video. So I go to two. I go to basically every Tuesday night. I go to home fellowship, whether it's the one local by me or the one that's a little further out. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I've been learning Spanish. So I've been taking Spanish off and on since high school. I took it all through high school, all 4 years of high school. I've tried to learn it throughout different seasons of my life, taking long breaks in between. And then about a year and a half ago, I got super serious and started really studying with Duolingo. And that was great, but I realized it couldn't bridge the gap of actually being able to speak it. It helped with my understanding and those sorts of things, but I had so many questions. So I hired a tutor through a program called italki, which I'll link down below if you're interested in italki. There's a million different languages, but one of the things I loved about italki, which I'm sure there's other programs like it, is you get a tutor and you choose your tutor based on criteria that you have. So for me, I wanted to learn Spanish and how to speak it like Mexicans do. And so my tutor, when I found her, she was living in this Mexico City in Mexico. And so that's what I wanted, was someone in Mexico that spoke the language, so that they could help me learn how to speak more natively and less, Duolingo-y, I guess. So I've been working with her for probably 6 or 7 months. I actually just graduated from level 1. I'm in level 2 now, which is like intermediate, which was super exciting to me. I actually just graduated last week from there into this. And all that to say, my Bible study on the alternate Tuesdays is a Spanish speaking Bible study. I had decided I needed to get really immersed in the language in order to challenge myself, because I tutor once a week for 1 hour with my teacher. And that's great. And then every day I play Duolingo, and I did crazy things like I switched my phone all to Spanish, which can make you absolutely insane sometimes, because when you're in a hurry, you're having to think and translate, and it can be challenging. But I'm trying my best to surround myself with the language so that I can be learning all the time. And I watch videos on YouTube and such that are in the language. But having a tutor was a total game changer. And then being part of a Spanish speaking Bible study has been like next level work for helping me in between. And I made a really sweet friend there. Her name's Carmen, and she and I will get together periodically and spend at least 2 hours together. 1 hour is going to be in one language and 1 hour is in the other. I help her learn some English, and she helps me obviously with my Spanish. And it's really ramped up my game. And so my goal is to become fluent. There's this theory that when you're over a certain age that you really will struggle, or it's next to impossible to learn a foreign language. And I just am not going to accept that as reality. And my teacher even told me, no, that's a total myth. She goes, you're doing great and you'll totally be able to become fluent. And so that's going to be my goal. So anyway, so that's kind of a little backstory on other things that I do. Is I go to Spanish Bible study. If you all have any other tips or tricks for helping to learn a language, I am all open to it, because I am so excited to continue my journey learning Spanish in that other group. But in the meantime, I'm going to still keep bringing you guys fun recipes and ideas, things that you can hopefully enjoy, even with your food sensitivities, during this season, and keeping with your health goals, because I still have serious health goals. Right now, if you are interested, I am working within a calorie deficit. I am working with a lower carb diet, but I'm not no carb or keto or anywhere close to that. I still have between 100, 200 carbs per day. I'm just trying to minimize it a little bit, keeping the blood sugar more balanced. And then other than that, that's kind of my focus is to hit a calorie goal and really eat healthy, nutrient-dense foods for myself. I still want to work on all of those sorts of things. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at these days. And how that looks is really just whole foods and, kind of monitoring what I'm eating. I took a nice break from monitoring for a couple weeks just because I was kind of burned out. But yeah, so anyway, thanks for joining me for today's video. Let's open these up again so you can see one more time. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this bark. It smells so delicious. If you can't find white peppermint chips, I should have told you this, you can use any Lily's chocolate chip. You can use any chip you really want to. And then you can just add peppermint oil to it, like peppermint extract, that kind of thing, right to it. Just a few drops. You can drop and taste, not a bad way to figure out if it tastes how you like it. So yeah, that's all you have to do. You can of course add crushed candies to the top. If you can find like sugar-free candy canes and you want it to be really festive like that, totally crush those up, put them on top, super cute. For me, just adding a sprinkle of color was plenty to just make it a little bit more vibrant. So anyway, all right, hope you all have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.